In today's video, we're gonna dive deep into the exact strategy I use to make Facebook ads a cash printing machine. If you've been struggling to make ads profitable or you're just starting out, then this video is perfect for you. If you don't know me yet, my name is Chloe Sadkis, owner of Boost Ecom Ads, a creative agency where we help e-commerce stores reach 6 figures and beyond a month. And today, I'm sharing with you exactly how to print cash with Facebook ads. This is the exact same strategy we use with many big brands. Before we hop on in, make sure to subscribe that button and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss out. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Number one, you need something that catches people's attention. Remember, people are on social media or on a scrolling marathon and they're going so fast that you need to catch their attention in the first 3 seconds, also known as a hook. The reason why it's called a hook is because you literally will have to hook your audience to be able to get their attention in such a crowded digital space. Now, how do you craft the perfect hook? You need to do research. You need to understand the desires, the needs, the pain points of your audience. The more you understand your audience, the more likely you are to get the perfect hook that will speak right through their page. Now, I have so many videos coming up specifically about how to craft the perfect hook. With that being said, let's hop into the Facebook Ads Manager. Alright, so this is a dummy account just for example purposes, but as I said before, creatives are everything. Now the question is, how do we know if we have the right creatives with us or we have creatives that will just make us lose money? Well, let's set it up properly. We're gonna do something called a creative testing campaign. And basically the idea behind this is to understand which video is the most engaging but also has the cheapest metrics. So let's go ahead and set this up. We're gonna come over here on campaigns, press on create, and of course we're gonna go for sales because that's what we want. So go ahead on sales, continue. We're gonna go for manual sales campaign for the moment and press on continue. Then the campaign name, I like everything nice and organized, so I want to put creative test and then name of the product. So go ahead, put in the name of your product, and that's pretty much it on the campaign level. I like to explain this. Campaign is like the box, and then the ad set is where you like to do your targeting, so it's like a subfolder. So we're gonna go for next, and over here we're gonna be a bit more specific. Ad set name, I'm just gonna put video 1 because I'm going to be testing several videos. So of course over here you gotta select your pixel, also known as a data set now. So we're just gonna select it, and the conversion event of course we want is purchase. For the budget, I like to put $10 per video and per day, and the start date I like to start it the next day at 12 a.m. like that we optimize for the full 24 hours. Everything else I will leave as is. The only thing I want to do is under audience controls, I want to make sure I put the right location. So right now I do not want to target Spain. I want to target the top 5 countries. These are the countries that are first English speaking and also buy a lot online. So we're gonna start with the US, so United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. So for Advantage Plus audience, for the moment I want to leave it as broad. I don't want to mess too much with the algorithm. I just want the algorithm to optimize based on my creative. So once that is done, we're gonna press on next, and over here we're gonna put the ad name. So right now we're just gonna put video 1. Over here, make sure you select the right Facebook page, and once that is good, go ahead and create your ad. I'm gonna select manual upload, and we're gonna select single image or video. Personally, I like to uncheck multi-advertiser ads, especially if you are drop shipping, because it basically shows your product alongside other competitors, and if you're drop shipping and you have the exact same product, that's gonna be an issue. Now if you're a brand and you have like a very specific offer that beats your competition, then you can go ahead and select that. So let's go ahead and set up our creative. All we have to do is press on set up creative, video ad, and then we can put something called site links. This is a new feature with Facebook but works like a charm. Over here you can put some display labels. I like to put, for example, if you have free shipping, go ahead and put that in, and put the product page link. Another one you can do is your promotion. If you have buy one, get one for free, or buy one, get 30% off, go ahead and put that in. If you have a money back guarantee, then I would also definitely put that in. And then if you want to put anything that is relevant to your product or your offer, then that would be the perfect place to put it in. Basically in site links, you can either put something related to your offer or even a benefit of your product. I'm gonna go ahead and put free exchanges. There we go. This is looking pretty decent. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the text. Now we have 3 boxes: primary text, headline, and description. The most important out of these 3 is going to be your headline. So for headline, what I like to do is 3 main things. Either I put the name of the product, very simple and easy, or your unique selling point. Now, very important, we have to keep it short and snappy. It has to catch people's attention. If it's too long, unfortunately, it won't be read because the Facebook placement of the headline is small. Also, a beautiful thing to do in a headline, if you have an irresistible offer, you can put like buy one, get one free, holiday sale, limited time, whatever that is. So I put this little alarm emoji, holiday sale, buy one, get one free. This looks amazing. Now for the primary text, we also want to hook the person in. You can test out long formats or short formats. However, over here, what I would suggest to do is to start off similar to an ad with a hook. So we're gonna start off with a hook, something that catch people's attention. Over here, you can see tired of breakouts. Try the solution that clears your skin in 7 days. This is very effective because there's a time frame to it, which makes it even more appealing. And just like that, you have something that calls people's attention. Now, of course, take this format and apply it to your own product. Start up with a compelling hook, put 3 to 4 benefits, and then end it with a clear call to action. For description, I like to put an element that will increase credibility and trust with the user. If you have some good reviews, you can highlight that in your description. But again, this is optional because the description will only show in certain placements and not in others. But over here, you can put something like 100,000 plus happy customers, 4.9 over 5 rated, and then 5 stars. And there we go. This is looking pretty awesome. Call to action, you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be shop now. For the important element, we have to add our video in. So go ahead and upload it in. Alrighty, our video has been uploaded. Let's go ahead and press on next. We're not gonna trim anything. And for the crop, I like to leave everything as original. I've realized that sometimes if I go with the recommended ratio, sometimes it cuts things out and I don't want to risk that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put on original. You can leave this checked on if you want. Enable flexible media to deliver the media that you select. Basically, you're just giving the algorithm a bit of control on how to crop your media. This is all okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and press next. And then for enhancements, I will leave all optimizations as on and go ahead and press on done. A new feature with Facebook, as you guessed it, there's Advantage Plus Creative. So that is AI basically giving us more text variations, and more text variations means less ad fatigue. So go ahead and press on apply all text variations. There we go. Now this is all looking good. Over here, a big tip I'm gonna give you guys is the website URL. As we all know, Facebook isn't the best with tracking at times. So we wanna go ahead and put our little trick to be able to really follow up with the sales and where they're coming from. So the way to do that is, of course, go ahead, put in your product page link over here, but most importantly, go ahead and click on build a URL parameter. Over here, what I want you guys to do is in campaign medium, go ahead and select ad set name. For campaign name, we're just gonna leave it as campaign name, and campaign content, we're gonna put ad name. Now, you might be asking yourself, Chloe, what in the world is this? This is basically extra code that is added to your general link that will allow us to look into the data later on the Shopify side and double check if, the tracking is 100%. Because as you guys know, if Facebook is not tracking things properly and it's telling us we're not getting purchases when we are, then how will we know when to turn off our ads or our true ROAS? So this is very important to do and a very nice trick to have in the pocket. So go ahead and put that in. You're gonna see that this is the base link and there's added code. Right now, of course, this is just a website example, so there's nothing that's gonna show up, but it would show up over here. And I would highly recommend you to click on the preview URL. Otherwise, you're not gonna know if it's working or not. And I always like to double check my things. So make sure to double check the whole thing. Now that we got our high converting creative up and running, how do we know if this video is performing well and is going to print us money the way we want it to? So of course, we need to analyze our metrics. Very, very important. What I believe as an advertiser, you have to wear 2 hats. Number one, the creative aspect, which we talked about, right? Because you gotta catch people's attention. You gotta have a nice copy. You gotta be creative with your advertising. But number two, the second hat you gotta put on is going to be the scientist. If someone comes to me and tells me, Chloe, my ads are not working, I don't know what to do, guess what I'm gonna say? Show me the numbers, show me the data. That's the only way we're gonna understand what the issue is and how to fix it. So what is the main front-end metrics that we like to take a look at? Front-end metrics is the metrics on Facebook. Number one, CPC. That's your cost per click. And if you're targeting the top 5 countries, that has to be around $1. If it's below, great. If it's way above, like $3, $4, then we have a small issue in here. That means our ads are way too expensive and we gotta find a way to get more engagement, more clicks so the cost can go down. The second metric I like to look at is called CTR, click-through rate. Now, this is a percentage and we want it to around 2.5% and higher. If it's anywhere lower than that, it indicates the same thing, which is low engagement and that not enough people are clicking on our ads. Now, the other one I like to look at is your CPM. CPMs are your cost per 1,000 impressions. These are calculated by the Facebook algorithm, and I would say that CPM indicates saturation or competition in the market. If you have higher CPMs than $20 for the top 5, like $20 to $30 and above, then you might be in a very competitive market or a very competitive niche for your product, or also just a competitive time. So for example, right now there was Black Friday and there was the Christmas, and so CPMs are at all-time highs because it's a competitive time of the year. So if we're getting way too high CPMs, then we know there's an issue of competition and we need to find a way to differentiate ourselves. So basically how to position your product in the market. Now that we looked into the front end metrics, we also have to dive deep into the back end metrics, and that's your add to cart, your checkout initiated, and your purchase. So as you can see, new Shopify dashboard, but over here, if you put, for example, the last 7 days, you can see the metrics we're looking for. Added to cart rate, I like that at a 6 to 7%. That means every 100 people that arrive to your website, 6 to 7 people add to cart. If it's anywhere lower than that, guess what? Your product page needs working, or your offer is not as irresistible as you think it is. Your offer has to literally make people feel dumb for not buying from you. And if you have that in check, then you will get that 6 to 7% add to cart. And of course, our conversion rate, we want it at a 2.5% and higher. That's the industry average. As you can see, if you did your job well, you have high converting ads, and you have a very irresistible offer, you're gonna get conversion rates of 3, 4, and 5%. And that means out of 100 people, 3 people buy or 4 people buy. So back to Facebook. We ran this creative test. Now, common question, how much do we spend? How do we know if this video is effective? How much should we spend? With that being said, if you're selling something for $30, be willing to spend at least $30 on your video. That can vary from $30 to $90, but you're gonna have a decent idea if these metrics are looking the way we want them to. And there you go. How do we print cash with Facebook? You have high converting ads, you do a creative testing campaign to see which video is the most engaging, and then you take that video to the next step. I don't want to listen to anyone saying, I don't know why my Facebook ads are not working, because as I said, wearing the hat of a scientist, you're gonna know exactly how to print cash with Facebook, looking at these metrics and making decisions. And now, if you do your research, you understand your target audience, you have an incredible hook, and you create a high converting ad, setting it up the way we set it up today, I can guarantee you a great return on investment. And if not, then as I said, look at the metrics, see where the drop off is, where is it not meeting our expectations, fix it, do another creative test, and get the ball rolling. And now, if you tell me, hey Chloe, I don't have time to be a graphic designer or video editor, I don't even want to be that, that's exactly what Boost Ecom Ads is all about. We're a creative agency where we help your brand reach the figures you're looking for. If you want to know more, just click on the Calendly link below and book a call with me and my team so we can help you get started. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you all next week.